So it's Roy knocking on the door. First off, all these are red flags. Number one, why would you be knocking on the door this late? Number two, I saw the cops put you in the back like almost 2 days ago. Okay? Almost 2 days ago. You're here at the doorstep and you don't even care that my mom could be here, my dad, anybody could be here, and it's late. It's late. So you hear him through the door like, yo, when I'm like, who is it? He said, Roy. He like, open the door, like, open the door. So I'm like, what's good? He like, bro, just open the door real quick. So I'm like, so I open the door and I'm talking to him through the other door. He like, hey, yo, let me in real quick. I'm like, huh? He like, let me in real quick. I'm like, is somebody following you? I had to ask that. Is somebody following you? Because he was panicking. He, open the door, open the door. Hold on, is somebody following you? I need to know what I'm getting myself into. He like, what? No. I'm like, the police chasing you? He like, why would the police be chasing me? He like, I need a favor. I'm like, all right. So boom, I let him in, right? He comes in, I shut the door. We're literally right there by the door. I didn't let him get comfortable or nothing. I didn't let him sit down. I didn't say, you want to come in the living room? You want to come in the kitchen? You want to, none of that. Like, cause what brings you here? What brings you here, Cletus? So he like, yo, man, bro, I'm gonna need you. I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? Like, get the spitting it out. So I'm like, what's up? So he like, look, so he digs in front, look, he goes inside his pants in the front where his nut sacks at. Okay? He did it. I mean, he got all in there. So I'm looking like, why are you digging in your pants? And he pulls out like a nice ounce. And then he digs in the back with his posterior, aka his booty cheeks. And he pulled out a couple of 3-5s out of there. He like, all I'm asking you is, can I bag this up and can I spend a night? First off, you said one favor. You said you needed a favor from me. You didn't say favors. I didn't hit a s. I didn't hit an S at the end of it. So I was like, man, my mama coming home tomorrow. He like, I'll be going in a couple of hours if you could just let me crash it. Now look, I'm a real friend. If it was Raymond, I would have took that risk. If it was Raymond. But no, I'm not going to take the risk on Roy. Yeah, me and Roy is cool, but let's not forget how the way me and Roy met. He met because Mark basically had his stuff. And he was coming up over here bullying us, trying to fight us, following us, chasing us. We just happened to get cool through the grapevine. Whole time, Belf North. So, you know, all that still count. I always repeat, like, anytime it's a situation that's happening with anybody that's in my life, when it all boils down and I feel like I have a decision to make, I always go on when it first started. How the way we first met, how the way, you know, like, do you feel like you're actually really cool like that? Or do I just look at you as somebody I'm cool with when I see you outside? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, for me, it was a hard no, Alex. Straight up. Yeah. It was a hard no. But a for sure no. It was a for sure no. So I'm like, man, I can't. My mom, like, right? So he kept saying, like, man, I'm going to be going in the morning. He like, at least let me bag this up. He like, when they arrested me, they took all my work. He like, they took all my stuff. He like, I'm trying to get enough so I can start serving white. So he was talking about that. So he was like, I'm trying to get enough. He like, if I get rid of this, he like, I could be able. So he like, and I hit you. So he really trying to persuade me, right? So first thing popped in my mind is, why you can't go home? So I'm like, why you can't go to the crib? He like, because they're going to be looking for me there, man. I'm like, who? He like, these guys. He like, I had end up poking them. That's how I end up getting all this. But the cops only caught me with half of it on me. The rest was at my crib. So I'm like, but what about your family? Your grandma stay there? Your mama stay there? You know what I'm saying? Your grandma and your mama. And you up there, you got they place hot now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm not going to be on the list for a hot house. So now that's a very much so complete no. That's a complete no. So I'm thinking before I'm doing, but I'm also hearing him out because I don't want him to think that I don't care and I'm just trying to get him out. So as I look up, I see Charetta. She's looking at, she's like, oh, I was just checking on you. Such a ride or die. Such her out of that. Oh, I'm just checking on you. So he like, oh, you got, you got your girl? Yeah. I'm like, she finna get ready to go anyway. Right? So I'm telling he like, bro, I can't crash here. Just at least for a couple of hours. I'm like, man, I don't know. Man, my mom could be back early. He like, all right, well, let me bag this up and then I'll leave. No. So I told him, like, I can't let you do that, bro. I'm like, my little brother here. I don't want nobody to come in. He like, I could do it in the bathroom. I'm like, nah, because I don't want the smell to be lingering around. He like, you ain't got no spray or nothing. So he, every time I said something, he had a good comeback with it. Like, God dang, just take the no. Just take it. Take the no. Take the no. Because what the, are you not, is it not clicking, Steven? I'm saying no in the sweetest way possible. In all different aquas, all different volumes. I'm saying no. If I said it in Japanese, would it matter? So he like, man, all right, it's cool. He like, where your brother at? I'm like, I don't know. He outside. I'm like, man. All right, one more favor. So I'm like, what could he possibly ask me now? I just said no. A full hardcore no. What else? Because once you tell me or even hint off or I even feel that your persona about to come off and say no, oh, baby, don't even worry about it. I'm walking right on out. I'm walking right on out. He like, you think I could bag this up on the porch? Oh, no, bro. I said my grandpa can, you know what I'm saying, pop up or my nana. I'm like, nah, I'm like, I'm just trying to get my phone and stuff back, man. I'm still on punishment. So now I go about my situation. He like, but your girl here though. Yeah, but she finna get ready to go. I'm like, if you would have came yesterday, I definitely would have let you do. Like straight up, maybe. Probably still would have been a hard no, but we don't know. But still, maybe. But for right now, it's a no. So he like, all right, cool. I see. I probably just have to go to the park and, you know, maybe bag up. But I appreciate you, bro. You're a real friend. I knew that was like shade. He was like, you're a real friend. I'm like, man, look, you know we cool. He like, yeah, we cool. Yeah, all right. He like, all right, I see you around. I'm like, yeah, for sure. I opened up the door, did not feel bad. Did you just try to give me a pity party story? Oh, I guess I did go to the park. Okay, if you go to the park, go to the park. You ain't got to tell me what your plan is. Just do it. I didn't care. First off, I have a banging headache, slight, that because Mark had ran my head to the door. I got bigger fish to fry. So, boom, I go upstairs. I lock the door. I go upstairs. So, Charetta like, everything cool? Who was that? I'm like, oh, that's Roy. She's like, oh, everything okay? Is it about Mark? I'm like, no. I'm like, he just wanted to bag some bud here and this and that. She like it's the drug house? Like, straight up, I'm like he wanted to treat it like if it was a trap house. Like, and I dig that. So I was like, yeah, but I told him no. She like, well, you answered the smart way possible. And you're doing good by your brother, even though I could tell he a hard head. He don't like to listen. I'm like, man, forget him. So she like, I got a question. I'm like, what's up? She like, who is Nikki? So immediately when she said that, I'm like, because you're not supposed to really know that name. So I'm like, huh? She like, who is Nikki? I'm like, why you ask that? She like, because your phone is right here. And I know you just got that phone, but it said Nikki. I'm like, let me see. Right? So I looked at my phone. And sure enough, Nikki texts me. But I'm like, how did she get this number? Because she got I didn't really give nobody that number for real. I'm like, do I not remember? Because I haven't had the phone in a while. So I'm like, how did she get this number? How did she get this number? So you see the text message come through and it did say, hey, I'm Nikki, you know, hit me back. I want to talk. But she texted and it popped up on the screen, right? I didn't have it where I could mute it and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It pops up on the screen. And so I said, oh yeah, this somebody stay on the block. She like, texting you that late? I'm like, Yeah, I don't know why. She like, you want to text her back? I'm like, no, I don't need to text her back. She like, yeah, you should text her back. I'm like, I don't want to text her back. She like, text her back. I'm like, but she was saying it cute, like, text her back. Like, she like, you want me to text her back for you? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna text her. So boom, I text her back. And so Charetta is right there. So I'm like, what's up? What's up? Right? She didn't respond back. Thank the Lord she didn't respond back. So I'm sitting up there. Now I got an attitude because why are you going through my phone? So I'm sitting on like, I had like a bean bag. So I'm sitting on the bean bag and she in the bed. So she like, are you going to come lay in the bed so we can cuddle? I'm like, I don't want to cuddle. I'm going to lay right here. She like, why you got an attitude? I'm like, I don't have an attitude. She like, I know what you need. I'm like, what I need? She like, why are you mad? I'm like, why you go through my phone? She like, first off, and she sat up out the bed. She was like, first off, I didn't go through your phone. And then she got out the bed and started walking towards me. And she like kind of forced my legs in between my legs to be open. Now, mind you, I'm laying back on the beanie bag, on the beanie bag. So she like, nobody went through your phone. I'm like, yes, you did. I'm like, that's how you knew. She like, wait, why is it a big deal? What, that's your girlfriend? What, that's your ex? What? I'm like, no, she's nothing like that. She's just a girl that stay on the block. I said on the block. Yes, I could have said next door, but then that makes it super awkward. It makes it awkward. So I was just like, on the block. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just say on the block. And so she like, so you mad because of that? I'm like, yeah, same reason why you was mad. You know what I'm saying? About the whole Jason thing and about the way how the Lisa situation. She said, first off, that was my friend. I'm like, and I fixed it though. She like, no, we fixed it. You helped us fix it, but we fixed it. I said, okay. She like, should I just go? I'm like, if you want to. She like, stop being like that. So she's propped up in my lap. Boom. And she grabbed my arm. And like, that's what I loved about her. Like, she didn't want no arguments. Like, not really. She didn't want no arguments, not really. And if it was a tough time, like, she was so, I don't know, like, tapped into her emotions. Like, she was such a girly girl, right? So she grabbed my arm, like, because she sat in my lap, but I didn't, you know, like, embrace her and nothing like that. She grabbed my arm and put it around her waist. She like, come on, stop being like that. So she kissed me. So I'm like, no, I'm like, you going through my fan. She like, I wasn't going through your fan. It lit up, and I just happened to look. I'm not even mad at you. I'm like, yeah. She like, but you making me want to be mad? I'm like, I'm sorry. So she kissing me, right? So she like, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm sorry. So she kissing me some more. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So now she turns around. Now she's facing me. Like she on a bicycle, she facing me. And she just like looking into my eyes. And she like, you're mine. Whoever still wants you, they can't have you. You're mine. You got that? I'm like, I got it. So she kissing me, kissing me, kissing me. So she takes her shirt off. I'm like, oh, it's about to get real. Because immediately when anything like that about to happen, I start getting hot. I start getting hot. Like all up in here. Like all up in here. I get hot. Get hot. So I'm like, she like, come in. So she grabbed my hand as she's standing up. And so she's like making me rub her breast. So I'm like, oh my God, right? So she like, come in. So she like, you still mad? So she put her hand like where my shorts was at, right? And she grabbed me right closer. She like, you mad? And so she pulled my shorts down. So I'm like, hey. So I pull them back up like, like, hey, what you doing? She like, I'm finna show you. So she started kissing me. Then she getting ready to go down. I pull her back up. I'm like, no. She like, yeah. And she pushed me on the bed and blew my brains out down there. I was like, I mean, that definitely in her eye, that had to be the best popsicle. Man, the way she, I was like, and I kissed those lips, but it was like, oh my God. Then she stopped in the midst of doing it. And she like, hold on now. I'm like, oh, no, like, She grabbed her lip gloss, put it on her finger, and put her lip gloss on, and then go back down. Came back on the top. She come around that going crazy, like, and that was the first time of me and her doing it. And oh my God, so I was like, we didn't even protect ourselves. Like, and I wasn't even thinking of that. I didn't think about it until towards the end. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, like, I hope you're not, like, wait, I didn't wait up. Because normally I'm on it. Because bringing a baby home would be crazy. My mom will flip out. Like, oh, you a pit, you in the do, you ain't even finished scooting. So I'm like, oh my God, like, so we done doing what we do. And in my mind, I'm like, man, trying to recap of how we did it. In my head, I'm like, wait. So she went down on me, came up, and then I told her I was finna da-da-da-da-da. And then she went down, and then do-do-do-do-do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, I'm like, so I had already shot, but I didn't shoot the club up. So I had shot already, right? So I'm thinking, like, did I come in? Like, you know, so I'm trying to figure out, like, what did I do? I'm trying to, like, just rehearse what happened in my head. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm so nervous. So I'm laying down. I'm like, dang. I haven't heard Marky or nothing come in. The fam having rung. Mind you, Boo Man had talked to Mom. I called Mom. Mom ain't never really called me back for real. So I'm like, all right. But my family somehow finds some type of doze off. What time? Man, who the heck? What's Lily? But they ringing the bell like I'm talking about 40 going north. Like, this is like a panic. So I'm like, that gotta be my mama. So I hurried up. I'm like, oh my God. I threw on my shorts. Didn't even throw my underwear on with it. Just threw on the shorts. I'm out there just commando. Threw on my shirt like, oh my God. So I go look at the camera. Now I see two people. Right? So I'm trying to look. But it's dark. So I'm like, man. And they stand away from the sister light. So you just see somebody like turn, like they whole head turned this way. But they ringing the bell like, so I'm like, I'm not going to the door. So I go back in the bed. So Charetta like, who is that? I'm like, I don't know. It's two people. She like, maybe it's your friends. I'm like, this late? Like, it's past late. Like, it's in the mid-smack of super dust time. And so she like, well, it could be Marky friends. What if something happened to him? I'm like, all right, cool. So boom, who is it? I go down there, who is it? Now Charetta by the stairs at the top. Who is it? So you hear, man, open the door, man. It's me, stupid. I'm like, what? So I open the door, but I ain't open up the second door. It's Marky. He like, it's me, unlock the door. I'm like, where the keys at? He like, I don't know. He like, I think it's in the house. He like, just open the door. I'm like, nah, I'm not opening the door. Use the keys. And I shut the door. So he ling. Dude, now he kicking the door. Oh, you go get your baddie. So I open the door. He like, I'll go over there and ask Miss Smith for the spare key. Whoa, we're pulling out the big guns. Where you going on here? So I told him, go on ahead and go over there with Miss Smith. And you going on ahead and say, I'm not letting you in. Number one, it's not just me not letting them in because I'm mad. That was 50% of it, but the other 50%, you got this girl with you, and I told her she cannot come over here, and you got her over here. Oh, you think you big dude? Where your keys at? Let you and your company in yourself. So he like, I'm gonna go to Miss Smith. Go ahead, go to Miss Smith. You're gonna tell her yourself you shouldn't be out here. It's super late. It's almost 5 in the morning. Like, it's super late. So he like, man, look, just let me in. I'm like, I'm not letting you in. He like, okay, you ain't gotta let me in. I'm gonna get in the house. Boom, as he talking, I shut the door. As he talking, boom, I shut the door, square in his face. Nah. We still on that. Now you need me? Oh, I wish I would. Please. With all the extra spit on you, please. So I went upstairs. He ling, still ringing the bell. Charetta like, wait, he trying to bring company? And I'm like, I don't know where his keys at. But I'm like, I guess when we probably was, you know, into it, he probably dropped them somewhere, right? I said, come on, let's go in the room. I went in the room. I shut my door. I locked it. I cut on the TV. And I cut it up so I won't be able to hear the bell. And me and her, we lay down, right? So she like, I'm worried. I'm like, why you worried? She like, because he out there, it's late. I'm like, don't worry about that. So you hear tap, tap at my window. So I'm like, you hear that? So I mute it, and then you hear it get louder. Tap. So I'm like, I look out my window, right? I ain't even let it up. I look at my window. It's Marky now. Normally when he clammed his gate, it's always a fail for him. So he on the gate that's between me and Miss Smith. And he like, bro, I promise you, man. Come on, I'm finna hurt you. Open it. I'm like, move right from the blinds. I'm going back to sleep. So I'm trying to doze off, but I'm like this. I'm still half up. So boom, I finally close off. All you hear is, doom, doom, doom.